Hey, what's going on, everybody? So here I am with Mom again, and in the studio, and this is Mom's idea, and we're gonna have a fun video. We're gonna read her old comments back when she had comments open.
Yeah, they're like 6 and 7-year-old comments. He's gonna read them, and I'm gonna give the reply.
That's right. So, earmuffs maybe,
No, actually,
but
no. There are some. I didn't find those.
so
Looking.
before we do that, though, I do want to announce something and show some pictures because I can share my screen here on Zoom and show you some pictures. SRP Studios has grown physically. I leased the room across the hall, so now I have two rooms. And in that room, I managed to create two studios, two settings. So two rooms, three settings. I've called this place SRP Studios, plural. So now it's actually plural. I just showed my mom.
And you just told me.
Yeah, I just told her. So I have to be strategic, because she gets anxious and nervous, and I get it.
Everything.
So before announcing to an empty room, I wanted to build the room out and get the settings, and y'all are going to see these pictures. So that way you can see it realized, and then I have a plan. And,
It's nice.
So, and I knew there was no way I was going to spring this on you in the video. So
I know. I told him he should have, because you would have seen this.
and then it would have just, yeah, and then you would have been, your brain would not have been involved in this.
But I will say, because I told Derek, the minute, I don't know, a month ago or more,
It's about 3 weeks ago. I know.
you showed me that room, and I said, "You're going to be renting this room, aren't you?"
Yeah.
And I just knew. I even told him that I was thinking of, like, maybe I could rent it and you could use it, and I'd have a nice write-off,
Well,
all that stuff. But I knew he
I
was going to rent it.
I slept on it for half a week, and then because I visualized what I could do with it, and called the owner of the building. Very nice guy. His name is Dale Wilson. He's a big property owner in DeSoto County, and just gave me a deal, and worked with me, and that's it. So I got the keys about a week ago, and then me and my local crew built it out over the weekend. No, it was last Monday. A week. No, what's today? No,
Today is
2 days ago.
Thursday.
No, Monday, 3
Yeah.
days ago we did it.
I know his crew. One of them. It's
Yeah.
Skylar.
Yes, and then and one of the settings is not solely for the Real Hernando podcast, but that's where that podcast will be recorded. All settings, including the one behind me, is always for rent. Always, people can hire to use the room or hire me to be their engineer / producer. So, without further ado, let's make sure.
Yeah, I love that room.
There we go. So this is the room empty. Shock, surprise, yeah, obvious, Derek, and people can understand it's an empty room. Beautiful corner office overlooking the city. It's the best. It's big. It's bigger than this one that we're sitting in now.
Is that table still in there?
No, I moved it out in the hallway. You see this open door there? That's the studio we're sitting in right now. So here's a few settings. This is kind of out of order how I want to present this, but this is a corner setting where I want to record acoustic acts. Someone a solo acoustic singer or duo, and record quality audio, quality video. So then, we want to like feature some of the artists that are on the Rhythm Section podcast. We'll feature a live performance song on that. But then if they want to record 5 songs and have us edit it, then that's a business transaction, and I'm hopes to book some studio time with some bands that want to record a video.
I'm telling you, I need a job in this office if that stuff starts happening.
So here's a wider look of this studio and these cool lights. And this is where I'm recording the Real Hernando podcast. Oh, mind you, these stools have been borrowed from the break room. And then when I took this picture, now I have a little table that I bought, but when I took these pictures, I didn't have a table, wanted a table. So I borrowed that from the lobby, and I got more panels to fill this out. And these microphones are wireless, super simple. I already recorded one episode for the rhythm for the real Hernando. It was the head librarian from across the street, the
Yes.
library that my mom mentioned, gave me the card.
Yes. I sold you to her.
Kelsey Jones, she was really sweet and nice. So anyone that follows the real Hernando, it's going to have this look now. It's special occasions on location. I'm not going to go to every business on location. Part of that was by necessity because I wasn't going to invite them into my bedroom to interview them. So now I have all these studios, I have everything. So it's easier to bring them in here. And then I have some ideas, maybe do a couple on location.
You have
this year.
lots of ideas.
So there's a couple more angles. That's the lighting for that studio. And then this gives you a whole overview. So a member of my crew, not my daughter, the other one, came up with the idea of putting this backdrop on the walls here to create this corner, which really just like saved space and really was what made it happen where I could have two. So that we're sitting in Studio A, the real Hernando side with the paneling on the wall, that's Studio B, and then the red stool studio is Studio C.
Oh my God.
So
Now
there you
the
go.
windows, I know I was just in there. How come I didn't have to do window treatments for those, like the nightmare that I had here?
Because it doesn't affect the
But
lighting.
show me a picture again with the, is it just blind? Is it just the blinds or you don't have any curtains on there?
Yeah, it's just blinds.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
okay, it just looks so dark in there. I thought you
Yeah.
had window treatments.
I didn't
And that you
need,
didn't hire me to do
No,
it because
we're not-
you didn't want to put you through.
we don't have to hassle with curtains. Just
I
closing
see.
the blinds is enough to
All right.
darken, and those big lights are gonna take over.
Got away with that.
So it's
Oh,
exciting.
there we are.
It's exciting.
It is exciting.
And 2023 is going to be a good year. I have some clients, you know, in my virtual side of the business, which is still the main part of my business. I got some cool things coming in that will make the year good. So
We're hoping for
Yeah.
a good year. Me too,
Yeah.
for everybody. And just so you know, this is for your sake, not the video's sake. You know that I absolutely fully support anything you do.
you know,
I know I might act like I'm worried about it or like,
well, that's you.
because you don't overthink it for 3 months like I would.
Oh, I overthink stuff. Like I don't have it quite as bad as you, but
For instance, when you wanted an office, I knew you wanted an office. I was like, oh, he doesn't need to do that. It's just because I worry. I'm like, are you going to get in over your head? Because I worry. But I was always looking around for an office for you. And when I saw the big sign outside this building, I said, office space, that would be a nice place for Derek. And then I forgot to bring it up. And then the next thing I know,
Mhm.
he got an office here. And I'm like, that's the place I was hoping you'd get one. So yeah, I mean, I might worry, but I'm always looking out.
I shopped for a couple months, couldn't find anything small and affordable. Didn't know about this place, and there's a balcony to my right up here above to the third level. It faces the main street here, and we were coming up the street, coming up Commerce, me and Skylar. She's the one that spotted it.
Yeah, it's
So
a big
stuff, and I was like,
office space.
how did I not see that? And then that's how that unraveled.
So I didn't get credit for finding it.
But all the way back to when I created the LLC and started hiring and building an agency, even then I knew I didn't want to tell you until it was realized. The
Right.
website's done, it's a business, it's operating, I got clients, you know, then I can drop the bomb on you. So that's the same theory I had with the room across the hall. I was just like, I don't want to just say, hey, I leased the room and it's empty. And then you're going to worry about, well, what's he going to do with it? And
Yeah.
you know, so I hope by now you just understand, like, yeah, you know, hey, starting your own business is risky. This is, you know.
Oh, for sure.
But I hope by now you understand that, know what I'm doing a little bit. So All right, let's get to the.
I'm the one who needs help half the time.
So there you go. So
All
let's
right,
get to the.
okay.
Let's get to the
Well,
questions.
I'm very happy for you. I'm excited about that room. I really am.
Yeah.
But now the next thing I want to have happen
Is
is
the other room down the hall.
no, for gorgeous musicians in their 60s to enter
You never know.
these rooms.
You never know. All right, so just run. Do you want to try to get through all of these?
No, it won't take long. But I just wanted to explain that, yes, you guys know, I have to look up there, that I used to have comments on. I have not had my comments on my videos for 3.5 years or a little more. But when you turn them off, the comments don't disappear. They're there. So I went back and looked at 2 different videos. One was a haircutting video, I think my second, and then the other one was meat related. And I just looked at the comments on those because I can see them on my end. And I told Derek, I can have him read. Now I'll give my reply and we'll see how it goes. I'm focused on my piece of nail polish.
I told her to throw it away, but she wants to save it.
I was like, do you have any glue so I can put it back on? So this finger, which to me looks more vulgar than the other one, it just does. This does not look good.
Okay. Let's get to the comments, shall we? All right. Number 1, she seemed.
Oh yeah, so this is the hair video, and I started out with just some
And
one-liners.
I'm going to correct some of this grammar because this says she seems so nice and sweet. Seems. Right.
Yeah, but you gotta read it like they wrote it.
I said, okay. She seems so nice and sweet. What's your answer to that?
There was no reply. That's just
Oh, okay.
I can get some nice things said.
I thought you were replying now.
Oh, I am. There's others with reply. Oh no, yeah. I'm just letting everybody know. This is already falling flat. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
No, it was a hair video that was filled with hate, but there was that one.
I mean, you got to give a little bit of commentary on these things. All right. Next is she kept running out of breath. Was that Walmart?
Yes, I was in the small bathroom in Maine and cutting my hair, and it was just hot. I'm always hot and sweaty. I was, 60, 70 pounds heavier than I am now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a hot mess.
You are so funny, but I think you cut your hair wrong. Do you agree?
Yes,
you agree?
I agreed because I don't know what I'm doing. So these were just some mild ones, and I think you cut your hair wrong. It's like, do you really think I'm standing in the mirror and just chopping away at my head? I don't think that's how it's done.
So much, so fast. I'm so shook. I'm only a good 2 minutes in the video and I'm praying for her. Right. What the hell was that all about?
Because she was praying for me because I was chopping my hair off.
Oh, so this is still related to
this is all hair.
Even though kept running out of breath?
Yes, I was running out of breath because it was a lot of work to have my arms up like this.
Okay. Oh, so she was cutting it off like she didn't care. Oh, yeah, you on this one.
I said because I didn't care.
All right. Using wrong scissors.
Yes, I was using like just paper scissors.
So you replied.
I replied yes on purpose. I like to be different. I did another video of cutting my hair with a knife. I did. I cut my hair with. I think
like saw it.
Yes, and the dullest knives in the world.
Your hair is so funny looking. It looks like poo.
With a lot of O's. And I replied, thank you so much. Poo is exactly the look I was going for.
It looks like you did the exact same amount of O's too.
Well, I think I probably copied and pasted.
If you cut above the fingers, use fingers as a guideline. It gives a little more control.
I love lack of control.
Stop praising her. She had no idea what she was doing. Jesus, what a mess. Go to a stylist, please. Now, who's her? Stop
me
praising her.
She's telling the other people who said nice things about me, like she seems nice and sweet.
Okay.
Stop praising her.
She had no idea what she was doing. Jesus, what a mess. Go to a stylist, please.
And my reply was, I like my style the best. Let the praise continue.
Yeah. Like, I just don't understand. I don't understand negative comments. It's just silly to me. But okay. Vince just killed me. Like in laughter? or were you just grossed out and pissed off about it?
And my reply was murder by hair video.
Bitch, I don't look like you.
It,
Okay, bitch. I'm gonna read it as written.
Yes.
Bitch, it don't look like you washed your hair for 7 months.
that makes your eyes are dirty.
This is fun. Is it really that big a deal for you to go to Supercuts and pay $13 for a damn haircut? Total cringe.
And my reply was, I hope you grow up to be nice.
Yeah. Like, did they not understand that you were kind of doing it for entertainment too? Right? You know, like,
Exactly. I mean, as if I had any idea that I was showing people how to cut hair.
now, this next one, like, you're so mean. Like, why would, you're fat and ugly.
And my reply was, Ma?
Oh, like yours, like your mom.
Is my mother leaving me these comments? Yeah.
So the next one's long.
And this one's a meat video now.
So
That's when I started.
It's long. Just bear with me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah. So it's about the meat only diet, like
My carnivore.
Carnivore. I'm sorry, but this is really unhealthy for your body. The meat is clogging up your arteries, which can lead to you having a heart attack or stroke. Your body needs carbs. It's our fuel and it gives us energy. That is a fact. Of course, the carbs need to be healthy carbs, not junk food carbs. This won't work in the long run. Maybe you should try the high carb, low fat diet. This seems to be the healthiest. I feel like society has brainwashed us into thinking that carbs are bad for us because they are making so much money in the meat industry, which is very sad. And just by the way, I hope you understand that what I'm saying is coming from a good place because I truly believe that you're harming yourself. You seem like a really nice person.
And my token reply to all of that bullshit that I didn't need to hear is, this is the way I choose to die.
It's my mom.
But there's so many like that. Again, do they think that I have absolutely no concern at all and that I have never done any homework? I tried it all, did it all.
She, after all that, she validated it, saying it was coming from a good place.
Oh yeah, like, oh, that's my favorite line. No. It came from the place where she just wanted to tell me all of that shit, and that's it.
Girl, you've grown heart disease. Your body runs on carbs.
It even says you gown heart. You gown get heart disease. Yeah, that's
I think it's a typo. You are going to get heart disease. All right.
And then I replied, where did you get your medical degree? And this is the same person now.
Darlene, you don't have to be so defensive. Eggs and meat are rich in cholesterol. Eggs are pure fat. It's science.
And I replied, I'm not being defensive. I'm curious as to where you got your degree.
Okay, I wish you the best with your diet.
And I wrote, I don't think you do.
Now, I'm not a nutritionist, but you hear of like people that work out and are into fitness talk about eating like 12 egg whites.
Yeah.
It's protein. The yolk is supposed to be the cholesterol, and for whatever reason they stay away from that. But pure fat?
Yeah, I think some are eating yolk because I would like to eat just the yolk, but I hate to throw away the white because
I don't
that's
know.
what I want.
There may be some fat in eggs. I get it. But pure fat?
No.
Come on. All right. I love how supremely ignorant you are. The low carb ketosis junkie, anything to lose weight.
And I wrote, I'm not doing this to lose weight, and you need a laxative because you're full of shit.
And people wonder why you stopped comments, you know?
And this is just a one-liner.
So, this is from someone.
Yep.
Fuck you. No one likes your dar fuck face. And that's the first time I've ever used the F word on my channel, by the way. That I've used. And I just used it twice.
Yeah, nobody likes me. Dar fuck face. I was like, what a nice new nickname. And that's what people are like. But one of the reasons that I did shut my channel is because I would hit back. This is miles. I'm miles. I would use every word I have in my vocabulary to slap back at these people.
So you did it also to kind of block yourself from really saying bad things back? Is that a way for you to govern yourself?
Who said I blocked what I was saying? No,
Well, turning off comments
yes, exactly.
means that
Yes,
it eliminated you with the option of
right.
saying stuff back.
Exactly.
And then
Exactly. Right. Because see, it started that my little replies like this, and see, these are old. These are like 7 years ago. But then like after a year or two, and when I started swearing on my channel, I let loose in the comments, and it became a reason why people watched my videos. And I thought, wow, I've got a good angle here. So I really played into it with the comments. And then I noticed that the comments were just for the sake of hopefully, because I used to do videos reading my comments, and I could tell that the comments were hitting all the things they knew I didn't like or whatever. And I saw that they were doing it on purpose to just hopefully get my comment that I would read their comment, or that they just wanted to get under my skin. And then I was like, you know, it just wasn't fun or funny anymore. Now it just seemed like they planned on, you know, saying what they were saying, and it just didn't seem.
Well, you replying feeds the monster.
Exactly.
Now, let me say this on my channel, like, they clearly like me better.
Of course.
You all have been very sweet with your comments, maybe one or two kind of negative ones. The one that I hear the most is I did a 3-part series on my story of alcoholism and quitting and everything. And without realizing it, for the first one of the 3.
Oh, you clicked your pen.
I was clicking my pen. Maybe I was nervous. I don't know. And that video is still like always in the top 10 every week, every period. People are still finding it, and it's just still humming along, getting good views. So to this day, I'll get videos on it that are all nice, and then, damn man, that pen was driving me nuts.
Do you know if they still are commenting about it? Do you ever see
like I'll get a new comment, and it's usually about the pen, but they're really nice too. They're like, hey, love the story, this and that, but man, that pen. So I'm sorry about
nobody said anything like shove that pen up your ass.
No,
okay.
No.
Because that's what I would have gotten.
So for Infinity, I'm sorry about the pen, you know. But other than that, like it's been, you know, you guys are awesome and super very nice to me. And I throw a lot of different content out there. I know you prefer these kinds of videos where I'm talking into the camera, and clearly like mom's here. But I'm also putting all this podcast stuff out there, and I know it's different and different genres and different types of audiences. They're local, so you don't know who the people that I'm interviewing, but you still engage, and I appreciate it.
Yes, and I appreciate it too. And I still am amazed, because I'm not saying it's that, I mean, I'm just surprised. I'm not saying you deserve any kind of hate, but so many people, I mean, get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just don't understand. How come you don't? No, but I'm shocked that you don't, because some people just like to be hateful, especially my haters. I was worried were going to come and just hate on you as a backhanded way to piss me off, because they knew they couldn't comment on my videos.
Well, I certainly have been. They've attempted to make me a conduit to you,
right?
So, and I don't mean any disrespect to any of you that come to me to send a message to my mom. You do it on YouTube. You'll do it on Instagram. You'll find me on Facebook. I think someone's even like went through my website to do it. I respond to no one. So if I didn't respond to you, that doesn't mean that like I singled you out because you may have said something that was polarizing and my mom would get upset about. I respond to none of it. And I don't tell you about any of it.
Yeah, we know that.
I just ignore it.
We just made that clear. I'm like, look, if they bother you, you know, I don't like that people bother you with that. But there's nothing we can do about it.
I'll say that none of them are like, tell your mom that I'm pissed, and that it's all like they want to help you.
Right. They worry about me.
They're worried about you.
They want me to do quilt tops again, which I did last night.
I appreciate that, but you know, we're trying to create a boundary that, you know, you can't reach my mom through me.
Right.
It's just I'm setting a boundary on that, and it's to everyone. It's across the board. So I'm not playing favorites and letting a few sneak in here and there that I feel like would be okay. That it's all blocked.
And I don't worry about them doing that. I mean, I know it can be a little bit more work on your end, but that's just, we do have to deal with something. I mean, there's no way. And to me, the worst thing I can do is to say, stop doing that, because the haters now are going to do it more. And that's why I was saying that, I just was surprised that some of because I have some serious haters that I don't even talk about.
Well, I mean, they once said you're fat and ugly, so that's pretty mean.
I know, but I'm talking about stalker-like, who have hit me up in so many ways, and those I give no attention to at all, because I don't like scary stuff like that. So I thought they would come to you and not even mention me, but just flat out say horrible things to you,
Nope,
just to hurt me by, hopefully me seeing that.
I can't remember the specifics, but I know I've responded to a handful, and I know this because my response is always the same. When you send me something negative, I say thank you for watching.
Yeah, I used to do that too. I used to tell people I loved them.
It's passive. It's absolutely passive aggressive. It's sarcasm. It's like, whatever. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it.
I used to blow kisses in the video. Thank you for watching. I love you guys, and blow a kiss. What the fuck was I thinking?
And what's also funny is your negative comment helps the video performance and helps the channel, because more comments helps boost the video.
Right.
All right. So if you hate the video and you hate the channel, then just don't comment, because if you do comment, regardless of how negative it is, you're actually helping.
Yeah, and the thumbs up, thumbs down don't matter either. No, it's just engagement. They don't look at that. That was supposed to be only for us, and now
do the comments help boost?
Yeah, it doesn't matter what the comment is.
No, well, I know that.
Yeah,
so the amount of
comments supposed to.
It helps. I know that's how it works with Facebook. The more engagements and comments you get, the more Facebook pushes it out.
Right. But I don't think YouTube puts as much emphasis on that as like a social media, because they even went through a period where they encouraged people to, if you have kids or whatever, don't put comments or don't let them go out until they go into review, because pedophiles were, were having secret talk messages or whatever, right? And then that was just a whole night. So that's why they really and they when we upload, you'll see the steps, like, is this made for children, or does it, and are there any children in this video? So they want to just make sure that people are aware that you should be monitoring the comments for kids.
Well, I think this is probably going to be a long video.
That's okay. I've got it's early in the day.
So I want to do this. I want to do this again.
Well, I will try to find. I mean, I have over 3,000 videos across channels, and it's I get to looking, and some of them were just so raw. I was like, I can't do that one yet.
So yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for engaging.
We have a nice Christmas and New Year and all that stuff.
Merry
We're
Christmas.
doing this right now.
Happy New Year. And then my birthday's on the 2nd.
That's right.
I turned 45.
So you know what your birthday gift is, right? Do you remember what I do every year for you?
Oh, yeah. Yes, I did. You want me to say?
Yeah.
It's you multiply that number by 100, and then you send that in money form.
Well, I and add a zero.
Just add a zero.
Right. So
I'm gonna get $450.
Yeah.
That's half my rent.
Doing that.
That's half my rent now.
There you go. There you go. And yes, and you and I are the same when it comes to holidays. We both have the knowledge that there are a lot of people who are very sad and depressed, and because you've talked about it.
Yes, I have.
And I do it every year.
And it's okay. It's okay. It's a bummer anyone that feels lonely. But to those people that just don't take it as seriously, and maybe people shame them for maybe not taking it as seriously, don't worry about that.
No.
It's just, if it's just another day for you, then it's just another day. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's all good. Don't feel pressured. We don't.
No.
If it wasn't for Skylar, I wouldn't have a tree.
Yeah, I don't have anything. And another thing that I hear people say a lot, and I want people to, to just think about something this way. There's a lot of people who get really mad if a business stays open, a store stays open. Some people, that's the only thing that keeps them going on Christmas Day, is that they get to go to their job. and just have it be normal.
Mhm.
So, there's always different ways to look at things. Somebody being able to go work at the local pet store on Christmas Day, that might have saved their life.
Yeah,
We never know.
And
look
some
at it,
businesses need
nice.
some businesses need to survive. They maybe not be
That too.
in a position where they can close, because
But people think how awful they're making their people go to work on Christmas.
yeah,
I used to volunteer to work on the holidays
Sure,
because I knew I'd have some time.
but a lot of
Yeah.
the mom and pops here, on the other end, which I appreciate too, they shut down for a few days so that way everyone gets to travel or see family. So I mean,
Of course, it doesn't
Yeah.
mean that, but if somebody's open, there might be reasons.
I'm demanding my team to work 12 hours Sunday. No, I'm just kidding. But I'll tell you what though, my clients certainly don't, the schedules stay the same, the flow, whatever, each client's different. Like I always get a raw file from a client on
Because they're
Fridays.
watching at home too, right?
So one of the podcasts I produce is called Balance, Fit and Free. It's about nutrition. And the flow is she sends me the raw file on Friday, I task it, it's due Monday, and then it publishes Tuesday.
Oh, I thought you meant the guys and girls who work for you guys. And
No,
girls.
no.
The people who work for you. You're right, because they work at home, so they can work anytime they want.
Right. But
Right.
what I'm saying
The
is the
clients,
client, this client always it ends up being work that needs to be done on the weekend.
Right.
It's simple. But she didn't say, hey, here's the file 3 days early, so you don't have to
Right.
worry about it for Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. But that just goes to show, business moves on. Like, it doesn't really, slow down. I have some team members that are always up front. Hey, I'm going to be out this week and these dates. Okay, cool. And
Yeah.
I back them up. And if something that they edit comes in and they're not available, I have other editors.
It's all good. It all works.
Anyways, we probably rambled too long
Yeah,
here.
okay.
So thanks for watching, and
But-
talk to you again later.
Bye.